Yo, what is good, Jets Nation? Welcome back to Jets Media. This is Richie, and this is the final training camp video that I'll be making because this morning was technically the final day of training camp. Wow. Hey, bittersweet because that means the season is right around the corner. We got a football game to talk about that's coming up on Saturday. The first time we get to see the starters, and then this is where the fun begins. Buffalo Bills coming to town against the New York Jets. Week number 1, Monday Night Football. So this morning was a light practice. Wasn't really anything crazy to break down. It was more about installs, but we do have some things and some topics that I definitely want to bring up and discuss with you guys. And more importantly, love to hear what you guys have to say down below in the comment section. Hit that thumbs up button if you guys are enjoying the content here in Jets Media. And of course, subscribe if you're new. Now let's get straight into business. So according to all the people that was at practice today, all the beat, apparently Mekhi Becton did not participate in any individual or team drills, which I find pretty interesting. Now, it doesn't seem like he is somebody that is dealing with anything. According to Nick Faria, he said that it doesn't seem like he's injured. Maybe it's just they're trying to keep him off that knee and they're nursing it. And maybe they're looking at Mekhi Becton to give him that like veteran rest day, even though he's technically not really a veteran. But he is coming off a bad knee problem last year, as we all know. He had surgery, and maybe this is just a load management thing, and they're being careful with Mekhi Becton. I don't want to speculate. We're going to hear more about what the reason is behind Mekhi Becton not being out there on practice, but until we hear news that he's not playing Saturday, I'm expecting him to be the starting right tackle for these New York Jets. And then, yeah, that's really what I want to talk about in terms of what happened with Mekhi Becton not practicing. But the good news is Duane Brown, he did participate in individual drills today. He was out there yesterday. He was kind of more getting ready. Today he was officially out there as the New York Jets starting left tackle. And here's a graphic I made of the potential Jets starting offensive line. Now, I want to get your guys' thoughts right here in the comment section of how you feel about this starting offensive line for the New York Jets heading into Buffalo, because I think, in my opinion, it's pretty darn good. We got Duane Brown at left tackle, Tomlinson at left guard, McGovern at center, AVT at right guard, Mekhi Becton at right tackle. Now, the first thing that comes to my mind about this offensive line that I absolutely love is 4 of the 5 offensive line played together last year, which tells me there's a lot of familiarity within each other. And they haven't really played a lot together in training camp. A lot of people have been banged up with injuries. Obviously, Duane Brown's just returning now. But I like that, especially on that inside. McGovern, AVT, and Tomlinson, they played together all last year, obviously before AVT went down with an injury. Tomlinson and Duane Brown played together on that left side all last season. So I like that continuity. And then you add Mekhi Becton at right tackle. It's a completely different animal. And I think that this offensive line, the concern amongst Jets fans, I don't know. I'm looking at it on paper, and I know that they just got to stay healthy, but I'm not going to say it's a top 10 offensive line, but I think this is an offensive line that can do enough great things in order to help win some football games, protecting Aaron Rodgers and opening up holes for Dalvin Cook, Breece Hall, and Michael Carter, and Izzy, and all the boys. So I'm actually a pretty big fan of this offensive line, especially when you look at the depth. You got Joe Tippmann, who's going to be plugging in at center, right guard, left guard, if any injuries has to happen. We got Max Mitchell, the next man up for either right tackle or left tackle spot. And you got Wes Schweitzer. You got Tristan Colon. I don't know. This offensive line is not the greatest on the team in terms of comparing to other positions, but I think it's shaping out a little better than some people think. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section about that. We did see some news about today's practice. Aaron Rodgers connects to Garrett Wilson on a touchdown to end off practice. Now, I think with the retirement of Corey Davis, everybody keeps wondering what the Jets are going to be doing at wide receiver. I'm going to make a separate video breaking that down. But I think that, this opens up spots for guys like Irvin Charles and Xavier Gibson and Brownlee and Malik Taylor to really fight for those 2 last spots. But I think that Garrett Wilson is poised to have a nuclear season. Another injury update I forgot to mention early on in this video. Alan Lazard, who left practice yesterday, has an AC joint issue, not practicing today, probably not going to play Saturday, but according to Robert Saleh, he's not worried about his ability to be playing for these Jets week 1 against the Buffalo Bills, which is a very good sign. So the wide receiver group, some moving parts happening in terms of who's going to make this team. But yeah, not a lot of stuff happened today at practice, more install stuff. Not a lot of really things to really break down. Yesterday was a gauntlet of a practice, and that's really where all the fun stuff happened. So make sure you guys check that video out I made yesterday. So that's going to wrap up this video, guys. This is the final training camp recap. Not a lot again happened today. Aaron Rodgers connects to Garrett Wilson. He had a nice play to Randall Cobb. The offensive line is still sorting itself out. The Jets are getting healthy at the right time. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, guys. Hit that thumbs up button for your boy, and I'll catch you next time. Let's go Jets. Peace out.